Another episode of my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 5. Episode September. It's been a while, guys, and I do apologise that I haven't done any broadcasting. I have been busy with my normal life. You know, I was on a 2-week holiday, and I didn't go abroad. I just had some time off work, and it was my girlfriend's birthday in the second week. So I spent the majority of my time with her, and I had some fun, but I'm back now. I'm back at work. That means coming home possibly stressed out and blowing off some steam by doing some hopefully fun broadcasts. So in a matter of minutes, maybe a matter of hours, my average spectators will come and join me, or subscribers, which I'm hoping happens, but if not a big deal. But we need to recap. I think we need to definitely recap, because I've forgotten a couple of things. So I think we should get the obvious out of the way. So first things first is the tables. After, in our case, 3 games, we are 6th on the league table. And we're coming off as 2 wins, 1 loss, 8 goals for, 3 goals against. That makes a goal difference of 5 with only 6 points. We are the winners of the Trophy Champ. We did defeat Lille 1-0. We haven't qualified for the round of 16 of Coupe Nationale yet. We haven't qualified for the round of 16 of the Coupe de Ligue. We did manage to win the American Challenge Cup against Barcelona in the finals on a 5-4 penalty shootout win. We did win the Copa Europe against Sevilla 1-0. And as it's going to take a while to load up, you can see for your own eyes the groups for the Champions Cup. In Group A, we've got Manchester City, Valencia CF, Zenit and Ajax. In Group B, we've got FC Barcelona, Milan, Olympique Lyonnais and Trabzonspor. That's a new club. Best of luck to them. Group C, Borussia Dortmund, AS Monaco, Fenerbahce and Celtic. Looks like Fenerbahce are going to be joining us this year. Group D, we've got Manchester United, Real Madrid, CSKA Moscow and RSC Anderlecht. It's very nice to see these Europa League's clubs joining up with the stronger teams in the Champions Cup. Group E, we've got FC Bayern, Napoli, PSV and V Guimarães. Interesting. Group F, we've got Arsenal, Athletic Bilbao, FC Schalke 04 and Spartak Moscow. Group G, we have PSG, ourselves, Inter Milan, Bayer 04 and FC Basel. So not a very strong group this year. Group H, we've got Chelsea, FC Porto, Olympique Marseille and Club Bruges. And that is the Champions Cup, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We do have 1 spectator at the moment. I wonder who it is. Welcome to my broadcast. I am MillzySawUs. This is my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 5 episode, September. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm not going to go through all of the clubs in every group of the Euro League. We will check that out later, guys. I am short of time on each of my episodes. I do have 45 minutes, I must admit, but I am going to be broadcasting the whole night. I say the whole night, but I really mean till about 12 o'clock. I do have work in the morning and a normal life to attend to, and there might be times where I might have a short episode tonight because I have dinner on the way. And I'm feeling a little bit exhausted. I started my workout, you know, with Sean T's Hip Hop Abs, but you don't need to hear about that. Too much detail into my personal life. So let's carry on with FIFA. We have Toby F that says, "It's Suck a Duck." Change my name because it sounds stupid, but I'll be here until you're gone. Oh, sweet. Toby F, how's it going? Do you know what, dude? Suck a duck. You might think it sounds stupid, but I kind of liked it. I'm not asking you to change it back. Toby F is fine, but I hope you're doing really well. Thank you for coming to join me today. So that is all the tables. We're getting the obvious out of the way. We're not going to go through top scorers. It's a little bit early to be talking about them, but let's have a quick sneak peek of the fixtures for September. Now, this is the Liga. Our next game is up against Stade Rennais. And also joining us today is Sheldon Scott. Yo, I'm back. I've been on holiday. Where'd you go, Sheldon? Let us know. Tell us how it went and if you enjoy yourself. And if you enjoyed yourself. We don't need to look at that. Coupe Nationale, we've got round 1 combatants, people, for the Coupe Nationale. Please place your bets. Let me know which club do you think is going to make it to the round of, I believe it's 32. Yes, the round of 32. Out of all those clubs, which one do you think is going to make it to the round of 32? Coupe de Ligue, same bet applies, guys, from the round 1. These are the combatants. Who do you think is going to make it to the round of 16? We've got our round 1 combatants and our round 2 combatants. Place your bets. I'm pretty sure you have the feature to pause my broadcast so you can have a look in your own time. Don't need to look at that one. Don't need to look at that one. These will be the first games of the Champions Cup. These will be the first games of the Euro League. And we've got international friendlies, which I'm not particularly interested in. And that is it for the fixtures. Sheldon says, it was great. I went to Hull. Oh, that's cool, bro. That is cool. I'm glad you had a good time. Who did you go with? Let me know. Moving on. We will soon take a look at my crucial team and my rotation team. I did change the team around, guys, off camera, just so I could be ready to broadcast this video without wasting too much time. Don't think we need to be looking at the squad report this month, guys. The next squad report is going to be in February, so stay tuned for that. Whether we get to February tonight or not, we have yet to find out. Squad rankings, we barely look at that. We don't need to look at team sheets. Injuries at the moment is Jean-Kevin Augustin. He's back in training with a broken rib and he has 2 weeks left until he's 100% fit. Sheldon says, friends and family. That's awesome. Sheldon, I'm so glad you had a good time, mate, and I'm glad you've joined me today. So, you and Toby, please stay tuned. So those are the injuries. As you can see with my global transfer network, I have my scouts out, scouting the world for talented players. I am not looking for anyone in particular at the moment, but I do have my instruction of world-class and first-team quality players who have an age range between 16 and 34 with contract remaining between 0 to 1 year. Whether we find some people or not, we have yet to find out. But it's coming to that point now, guys, where I don't really need to look out for those world-class players, you know, whether they run out of months on their contract or not. I mean, it's not as important as it used to be back in season 1 and 2. But as you can see, guys, I am one of the richest managers in the world. This club is ridiculously rich. I've got over $400 million. And look at my wage budget. It's phenomenal. And you can imagine how high that wage budget will go. Guys, it's ridiculous. I have all this money. I don't need to ever worry about paying for anything. Ever. I can buy who I want. I can sell who I want. I can loan who I want. Not exactly, but you know what I mean. But we are going to move on. And at the moment, these are my shortlisted players, simply because they are running out of months on their contract. So come January, I might consider signing a pre-contract with them. But maybe we'll see some more along the way. If there's any players in particular you want me to look out for, you are more than welcome to write their name in the comment section. I am not going to necessarily look for them because this is my game after all, guys. But at the same time, I do want to entertain you guys. You play a huge role in my career mode. Sheldon mentioned Messi. I am not going to pursue Messi in this career mode from now on. And the only reason why he's in my shortlist is because I want to keep tabs on him. Just out of curiosity reasons. I want to keep tabs on him just to see if he ever leaves Barcelona, which we all know that he's not going to. But it's just simply impossible, guys. So when I start a new career mode, I'm just going to cheat by transferring Messi in the main menu onto the club I'm about to use. I know that's a ridiculous thing to do, but I've got no choice. I can never buy him in my career modes. I'm cursed. It just doesn't work for me. I try everything and nothing ever works. So we're just going to have to continue PSG career mode without Lionel Messi. So that's my shortlist, and I don't think we need to go through my sell players section, but I do want to bring your attention to my contracts, because at the moment you can see there are 2 players that have 10 months left on their contract. Now, Robben is considering retirement, so there's nothing I could do about him. He's probably going to be another Ibrahimovic situation, which means no one is going to try and sign him on a pre-contract in January because he's considering retirement. You just can't do any actions with this player. Come the end of the season, he's going to give me an answer on whether he's going to stay on board or not. If he is, I will renew his contract because he's a quality player, a world-class player, and he fits beautifully into my squad, but not as a permanent player. Now, what I mean about a permanent player is simple. He won't start the game the majority of the time. He's a bench player, so he's on the bench all the time, so he can come on through substitution, you know, supporting that left side and that right side. He might not like that, but it's tough because he's considering retirement. And for players who are considering retirement, I'm not going to give you all of my undivided attention. It's as simple as that. Call me strict, call me harsh, but there's nothing I can do. This is a game at the end of the day, guys. It's not real life. Stan Bowley, I'm not going to renew his contract because I want to sell him. It might mean losing out in money. That's probably going to happen in January. Someone's going to snatch him without my consent. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Currently, I've got a couple of players who are considering, who are currently negotiating a new contract I'm offering them. These are the following players who I'm negotiating a new contract with because a part of me wants to keep them to make money off them. And another part of me wants to keep them because they're talented players. But another part of me doesn't necessarily want to sell them for different reasons. Unknown. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. So, we're just going to have to see what happens, guys. And these are the kind of contracts I'm offering them. Are non-specified roles. You know, so they never complain. So let's get away from this boring stuff and try and fit in some gameplay. Got a new spectator known as DJ Swag Joe Gaming. Or is it Joe Eggming? Oh, Joe Gaming. No, DJ Swag Joe Gaming. I am so sorry for getting your name wrong. It's only because in my comment section, where it's such a narrow comment section, sometimes words get broken down and it kind of looks like a new sentence. So yeah, DJ Swag Joe Gaming. How's it going, dude? I'm MillzySawUs. Welcome to my FIFA 16 PSG career mode, Season 5, Episode September. We are not going to be opening up a youth academy. We pursued that dream and it got crumbled. Simple as that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. On the calendar today, guys, we have 6 matches. 5 of them in the Liga. And 1 of them in the Champions League. We get to kick it off with Biro 4. We're just going to have to see what happens. DJ Swag Joe Gaming says, I am Joe Smith. This is my other account. Sweet! Joe Smith, it's you. How's it going? Hope you're doing cool, buddy. Thank you for joining us. So, guys, without further ado, I think it is time that we start our first game in September. It's an away game against Stade Rennais. They are 3rd on the table, so I am going to use my first team. My first team are as followed. My very strong pair up front is going to be none other than Luis Suarez and Karim Benzema. Behind them to support the attack is none other than James Rodriguez. Left hand side we've got Cristiano Ronaldo. Right hand side we got Gareth Bale. In the middle I have put the one and only, what's his name? I know it's Alaba, but what's his first name? Details. I can't remember his first name. It's Alaba though, guys. Now Alaba is a left back. And I've noticed that he can play centre midfield. So I've decided to pair him up with Paul Pogba. And they've made a decent pair if you see in my previous episodes. So I'm going to keep that throughout the season, see how it goes, and then maybe after January, probably reevaluate whether I keep these two together or not. So yeah, Paul Pogba, my stronger centre midfielder, is going to be alongside Alaba. And that's it, David Alaba. Thank you, Sheldon. And my back three is going to be Godin, Hummels, and PK. Very strong back three right there. Hummels is my captain. And in goal is the best goalkeeper in the world, arguably, Manuel Neuer. On the bench, guys, we have Ben Yedder to support the attack, Robben to support the left or right, Silva, sorry, I've done that in the wrong order, Ben Yedder and Bayabek to support the strikers, Robben to support the left and the right, Koke to support the midfield, but he can play left, right, midfield and cam. So this is an awesome player who I personally love because he can play so many different positions. Then we've got Silva and Laporte to support defence, with Coutinho to support not only the midfield, but the cam as well. So Joe Game in 2016, only one Joe, says, hey, I'm back. So I think that's Joe Smith again, who signed into his account. So how's it going, dude? I hope you're cool. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get crack-a-lacking, people. So we got our roles there. I don't do the roles, I'm not doing instructions, and I'm not doing tactics, keeping everything on default. And as you guys know, I am a very special YouTuber who doesn't take YouTube very seriously, who's only doing this for his own personal enjoyment and yours as well. And yeah, I'm not doing this full time, guys. So why I call myself a special YouTuber is simple. I play FIFA and I simulate all my games because it builds tension and it's a very interesting way to play FIFA because you never know what's going to happen. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to say this once again, my very corny saying, let's get crack-a-lacking. I'm not very confident against these guys because looking at their recent results, they have got back-to-back wins. But I should be confident because we came out with a victory of 2-0, which means 3 points is going to be put into our pocket for the Liga. Goal scorers today are Robben and Benzema. Robben proving to me that he has still got it for the 35-year-old. 2 yellow cards, one for PK, one for Godin. 3 substitution made. Let's see if they're accurate. So Koke came on for Bale. That's an accurate substitution because Koke can play in right midfield. Robben came on for Pogba. Not exactly a wise decision, but hey, it worked. And Coutinho came on for Alaba, so that was another accurate substitution. So well done to my assistant coach, and we can move on. So we're on the 2nd of September. I'm going to push on forward. Let's see if we receive some email. We do. Now, let's check out these emails. Neymar has said about his new contract that he does not want to accept the terms offered because he would like to understand the role he will have at the club. He's willing to continue to negotiate, so that's cool. What about Coutinho? He wants to understand his role at the club. He is willing to continue to negotiate. So he feels like there's only a matter of time before they can agree on a deal. Joe Gaming has 93 subs. I'm going to give him a big, fat congratulations. Well done, mate. Isco has accepted his new contract, so that is awesome. Juan Carlos has declined because he says he wants to understand his role at the club, but he knows that he's willing to continue negotiating because he feels it's only a matter of time before he can agree on a deal. So that's 3 dudes. And Thiago Silva has accepted his new contract, which is brilliant. Augustine has said, may we discuss wages? Now, this is an interesting one, people, and I'm going to discuss this with you in just 2 secs. So, let's talk about these 3 players. Now, here's the deal. I've got loads of players in my squad. Loads of players. And there's simply not enough room for everyone to play. Now, luckily, who was those players again? Sorry. Yeah, Neymar. Luckily, a couple of players have been loaned out. So that's cool when they're loaned out, you know. They can go play football for another club around the world. Neymar is, without a shadow of doubt, one of the best left wingers in the world. I would like to keep him. He's phenomenal. But he is eating into my wages. and he only plays left wing. He is young still, so I could quite possibly sell him and rebuy him again when he becomes a bit older, when I desperately need him. At the moment, I don't need him. What I could do is keep him sweet by offering him a contract that he wants, but I don't want to give him too much leeway, meaning crucial first team player or even important first team player, because then he's going to require the games. He's going to need more game time. I've got Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment, so I don't need Neymar. Now, until Ronaldo retires or becomes too old to be a part of my team because he's not 88 overall and above, then Neymar can step in his shoes. So he is a backup plan. So this is what I'm going to do. Now, he wants to understand his role at the club. To have 4 years and 10 months and $425,000 a week, I'm going to ask him not to be a future first team player, but to be a sporadic first team player. Now, I know what you're thinking. Millsy, what the hell? He's not going to go for that. So let's just see what he says. Because you never know. This is a game and they might go for it. So that's Neymar out of the equation for now. Coutinho, another player who is phenomenal. World class. And I don't want to get rid of him. However, there's not enough room in the squad, guys. Not enough room at all. And it would mean sacrificing a player who's quite possibly better than Coutinho. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to offer him a new contract. Now, for another year and 350, I can't not specify the role. So I'm going to have to do the same as Neymar and ask for a sporadic first team player. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. This could really not go in my favour, but it won't hurt trying. Same is going to be for Juan Carlos. Now, Juan Carlos is a world-class goalkeeper and quite possibly one of the best. But the age is not thrilling, but it's better than Neuer. Do you know what I mean? And Alves, for that matter. I mean, he's better than Alves. Let's put it. It's just as simple as that. But I put all my goalkeepers on loan, and only Carlos got accepted into another club in Areola. So I'm stuck with like 3 other goalkeepers. Now, Courtois is already in Valencia for a 2-year loan deal, sorry. So I had Neuer, Alves, and Rafinha. Now, Rafinha is my newest goalkeeper, so I'm just kicking him on the sidelines. Alves is a smashing goalkeeper for PSG, but he's not performing too well. So he's definitely a squad rotation player. Now, Neuer has been my crucial first team player, and he's been playing great so far. So, Carlos, like Neymar and Coutinho, I'm going to offer you 2 years, 375, to be a sporadic first team player. And let's just see what happens. Worst case scenario, they want to leave, and that's fine. It's just, it is what it is. That's going to have to happen. So now that those deals are done, I want to go back to contracts, guys. I know there's a lot of nitty-gritty talking, but this is how I play things. This is the stuff that is my favourite part of FIFA. It's all the negotiating and the deals and the buying players and the loan them out, the business side of it. I'm a businessman, guys. I love to do the business part. But I also like to see the games too. So let's talk about Augustin. Now, I've got a bit of a dilemma. Augustin is a good player. I do like Augustin, and I could see him as PSG's future right winger. We don't play wings anymore. At the moment, my current formation is midfielders, but midfielders do travel up to the wing side. They can technically be wingers, but Augustin, he's not as good as my actual right winger, Hebran. Augustin only plays right wing, and he doesn't have any specialities or traits. I'm not too sure about his potential. I do know it goes up quite well, but I'm thinking that my boy Hebran can do a much better job than Augustin. Now, they've both got the same overall at the moment, but Hebran has got the speciality speedster trait, which means he's faster than Augustin, And he can play right wing as well. That's 2 positions you can play on the right hand side. So I'm thinking keep Hebran, but let Augustin go. I'm not too fussed. So I'm thinking, what's the point in boosting up his wage? So I'm going to place Augustin on the transfer list and hopefully sell him in January. It is what it is, and I've made my decision. It's final. Whether you guys agree with that or not, I do apologise if that upsets you. But like I said before, guys, this is my game, and I do make the final call. Your say does matter and does get brought into account. But I think that's the best decision to make. So Augustin, I declare you on the transfer list. I don't care if you feel underpaid. Hebran is going to be staying on board. So now, we can move on. Got a couple of emails, or just the one. Now, David Silva, or is it David Silva? Probably David Silva because he's Spanish. He's accepted his contract, which is nice. Very nice to know. Moving on. We have a couple more emails. Now, international management offer, I'm going to say no. Neymar declined. Alright, he's going to need to take his time to review his options. So I won't be able to offer him a new contract until 2 weeks' time. Which was expected, so we're going to archive that message. Now, Coutinho is still willing to negotiate. But today, guys, we've got Wally Gobega joining us as one of my spectators. How's it going, Wally? Hope your life is treating you well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's go back to Coutinho. Coutinho, someone who I definitely want to keep in the club, but only on a lower squad role. So he won't be a sporadic first-team player, but for $350 a week, he might be a squad rotation player. Hopefully, he'll accept that. If he doesn't, we got problems. Wally says, how is Ryan Gould? How is Ryan Gould? Well, Ryan Gould hasn't played as much as I want him to because I haven't given the second team too much of a chance yet. Remember, this is my first episode for a while now. So I can't really answer that question just yet, Wally. And Juan Carlos has accepted, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. So let's get rid of the international management offer message, but keep the Neymar one so I don't forget about him. Moving on. I don't know why I stopped the simulation process because I have no email. Alright, now I do. Now my dinner, the alarm is going off. So I'm just going to stop the alarm. I'm just going to let my girlfriend know that the dinner's alarm is going off. And I'll be right back, guys. So you can just read that email and sit tight. Give me a sec. Alright guys, I'm back now, so I've got a nice message here from FIFA Candy. It says, yo, nice stream. Left a like and subbed. Mind subbing back and leaving a like on my latest video after the stream. Yeah, FIFA Candy, no problem. Thank you so much for the sub, I really appreciate that. And the like, so I'll give your video a look at if I find myself some time and I'll make sure I sub to you later. So, here's the deal, guys. Now, my girlfriend has been extremely annoying and wants me to have some dinner. Because I love her and because I'm really hungry, I'm going to have to leave you guys just for a little while. So, give it for about 25 to half an hour, guys, and I will continue the second part of this September episode. So, I've been your boy, MillzySawUs. This is my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode, Season 5, Episode September, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Take care, guys, and goodbye.